Welcome to my latest case, the Haunted Carousel. To start playing, choose either Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Tutorial. Dear Ned, well, here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the weird things that have been happening here lately. First, a horse just disappeared off the carousel one night. Then, a little later, the carousel started spinning around all by itself in the dead of night, as if it was haunted or something. And then, last week, the roller coaster suddenly stopped in mid-ride for no apparent reason. Nobody was seriously hurt, but the park was shut down until the city knows for sure what caused the accident. I'm here because Paula Santos, the park's owner, is a friend of Dad's. She's putting me up at the Captain's Quarters Hotel, which is next to the park. I'm supposed to head over there right now and meet with a security guard named Harlan Bishop. I hope I don't let Paula down. Wish me luck. Ever yours, Nancy. P.S. There's a rumor going around that the park is cursed. Creepy, huh? A room service menu. All right. Rolf Kessler.
Will the young lady who just entered the park please turn immediately and enter the whale's mouth directly to her left? Thank you.
Well, from the way you just marched right on in here past all those sorry we're closed signs, you're either who I think you are or you're one determined gatecrasher.
You must be Harlan. Paula Santos said you'd be expecting me.
Which means you must be Nancy Drew, famous teen detective.
And you're the security guard. The only security guard, sounds like.
I begged Miss Santos to keep me on while the park's closed, even agreed to a pay cut.
So you're not intimidated by all this curse stuff?
Somebody swiped the horse off a carousel and now it's malfunctioning. The police don't think it's that big a deal, and frankly, neither do I.
So you think the carousel starts up by itself because some wires got damaged?
Makes sense to me. Of course, I'm no expert, and Ingrid swears she can't find anything wrong with the carousel's electrical system, but then I kind of think she doesn't want to.
Why do you say that?
She's the park's chief engineer. Believes in all this wacky new age psychobiogenic stuff. Like if you eat food served by a waiter who's in a bad mood, you'll get scurvy or something.
Is anyone else in the park now?
Elliot Chen, he's the art director. Hardly ever see him. Busy guy. And Joy Trent, park bookkeeper. In fact, she's your next stop.
Why's that?
Miss Santos's orders. Joy pays all the bills, so she knows pretty much everything that's going on. Plus, she'll give you an access card. Miss Santos wants you to have the run of the place.
Then I guess I'll go meet Joy.
Wait, hang on. I know Joy won't give you one of these, so I will. Here you go. It's a Captain's Cove fun card. Lets you ride the rides and play the games on the midway. Come back to me if you burn through that one and need another.
Why wouldn't Joy give me one of these?
Well, see, Joy's just kinda joyless. It had never occurred to her that you might want to have some fun while you're here. Of course, she's a newbie too, like me. Maybe she'll come around. Anyway, here's a map of the park. I put an X where Joy's office is.
What did you mean when you said you were a newbie?
I've only worked here for a couple of weeks. I figured staying on while the park was closed would help me get up to speed on all the equipment and such.
Where did you work before you came here?
Oh, I worked in a store, department store, you know, as a security guard. In Flemington, not around here.
I see you have a security camera trained on the carousel. Does that mean you got the theft of that carousel horse on tape?
We didn't start monitoring the carousel until after the theft, but we do have one of those so-called hauntings on tape. Want to see it?
If it's not too much of a hassle.
I got the tape right here all queued up. I played it for the police. Like I said before, they weren't real impressed. There's no sound, on the tape at least. The band organ started up when the carousel did. Stayed on for about 30 seconds, then stopped.
Have you tried to prove your screwed-up wiring theory?
I ain't no cop, but now that you're here, maybe you can prove it for me.
Did you notice that burst of static just before the carousel started to turn?
Probably just a glitch in the tape. We use them over and over.
I'll see you around.
Have fun.
The phone number for the police. That might come in handy.
Please don't open that.
Sorry, bad habit. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Paula Santos. I was wondering when I'd hear from you. Have you been out to the park?
Yes, I have.
I forgot to tell you. All the rides are shut down except for the carousel. I thought you might need to see it in action. But please, take a good look at the roller coaster, even if you can't ride it.
What did the police find when they looked at it?
They looked around for 5 minutes, then left. Said as long as the insurance company was going to investigate, why should they?
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
I can't wait to hear what you turn up. Call me as often as you like. My phone's on and with me 24/7. Oh, and one more thing. Call me Paula.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
Hello. Are you Nancy?
That's right. I'm Nancy Drew. So Ms. Santos has filled you in?
Yes. Although I don't know who she thinks she's fooling.
What do you mean?
You're only here because it makes it look like Paula Santos had nothing to do with any of this curse garbage.
Sounds like you're not much of a believer when it comes to curses.
I just know greed when I see it, that's all. I've seen how Paula runs the park. All she wants is to get more and more people through that gate. And what better way to do that than with a carousel that's allegedly haunted?
Is Ms. Santos aware of the way you feel about her?
Of course not. I don't want to get fired. Besides, nobody's been hurt. Except that glorified con artist who claims his neck got injured, Lance Huffington. And the truth is, Paula offered me this job because she knew I needed the money, and I'm not entirely ungrateful. My father died recently. His estate is in bankruptcy. He used to be co-owner of the park. 2 years ago, he suffered a huge financial setback, and he had to sell his share to Paula. When he died 2 months ago, he was flat broke. Paula could have bailed him out, but she didn't. Frankly, I think the reason she hired me was guilt.
Be that as it may, I'd still like to talk to some of the other employees.
Of course. But before I forget, here's your access card. That should get you into all the private areas of the park. But if you run into problems, don't come to me. Ask the chief engineer, Ingrid Corey. Her office is by the haunted house. The only other people in the park right now are Harlan Bishop and the art director, Elliot Chin. His studio is right by the treasure chest souvenir shop. But try not to bug him.
Does he not like to be disturbed?
He's behind in his work and needs to catch up. Ms. Santos has been getting on my case about it. Well, I think you have everything, so if you'll excuse me.
Oh, right. Thanks for all your help. Sorry if I disturbed you. Okay if I peek in here?
Go ahead and look around. Excuse all the clutter. I'm still trying to get this place organized.
Looks like stenography. It's a memo about one of the carousel horses being sold. I wonder which horse.
The haunted house used to be a ballroom. How's that for irony?
Maybe I should give Detective Paris a call. Hidden jewels. Maybe that's what whoever stole that carousel horse was after. Jewels from that heist.
Let's go for a spin on the carousel. By the way, you have 4 fun credits left on your card. Enjoy the ride, ha-ha. The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
Yeehaw! Here comes the brass ring. Get ready. Gotcha! comes again.
Looking for someone?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm trying to help Ms. Santos figure out why so many weird things have been happening around here lately. Do you have time to talk?
Sure. Oh my, you've got B3 issues.
Okay.
Vitamin B3, niacin. The vibe you're giving off tells me you're low. Nothing that some natural peanut butter on a slice of whole wheat bread once a day won't fix.
Thanks for the advice. How long have you worked here?
A little less than 2 years. I started out in maintenance and worked my way up. I've held the supervisory position for the last 10 months.
Do you have any idea what caused that roller coaster accident?
Someone stole a horse off the carousel and now the park is cursed.
Why would someone steal a carousel horse?
Money. I hear they can be very valuable.
How well do you know Harlan Bishop?
I know he's an ex-bouncer from Trenton. I also know it drives him nuts that this is one of the few places in the park he doesn't have a key for.
Could I see the blueprints of the roller coaster so you can show me exactly where on the track it stopped?
I've looked all over for those blueprints and can't find them anywhere. I'm sure one of the other engineers knows where they are, but I'm afraid I don't. Sorry.
I'd like to take a closer look at the roller coaster, but the access card reader doesn't work. It's got this red tag on it.
Right. I was in the process of upgrading its main circuitry board. I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until I finish here. Unless you'd like to do it for me.
I'm game, but needless to say, I've never done it before.
It's not exactly brain surgery. All you have to do is follow the schematic inside the reader. Here's the new macro resistor. When you see the board, you'll be able to see where it goes. You'll need to solder it in place, which means you're going to have to get my soldering gun from Elliot Chen. Here's the engineering handbook I put together. If you have questions about park-related electronics, it'll answer them. Keep it as long as you like. When you're all done, remove the red tag and take it to Harlan. That way he'll know it's safe to turn the power back on to the reader.
That's not my cell phone. It must be yours. Are you going to answer it?
No, that would be rude. I'll just call them back. So, once you get that tool from Elliot, you should be all set.
I don't seem to be having much luck using my access card. Am I doing something wrong?
I deactivated most of the readers because of the shutdown. Soon as I get done here, I'll get them online again. Sorry. Hey, if you come across a pair of pliers, hang on to them, okay? Mine are missing. Someone must have walked off with them.
Do you mind having to work during the shutdown?
Not a bit. Keeping those card readers functioning is practically a full-time job all by itself. Plus, I happen to adore my job.
Thanks for your help.
Remember, niacin. I believe that's mine.
Right. Sorry.
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Take your time. Uh-oh.
Out. And do not come back unless and until Joy Trent calls me. Okay?
Okay.
Who are you, and what are you doing?
Who said that?
I said that. Over here, on top of the cabinet. Keep going. Over here. Please identify yourself.
I'm a detective named Nancy Drew, and you are?
I am
Miles, the magnificent memory machine!
I receive and process video and audio input and make appropriate pre-programmed verbal responses.
What's a magnificent memory machine?
It is my turn to ask a question. Nancy Drew, why are you here when Joy is not?
Elliot Chen is kind of upset with me. I need to write her a note to call him.
There is a pad for leaving messages on the desk.
Why did you call yourself a memory machine?
Responding to the non-Joy entity is an unnecessary drain on my power units and is heretofore disallowed.
What does that mean? Hello? Miles? I guess it means he's not going to talk to me anymore. Looks like Joy's a pencil chewer. I can use this to leave a note for Joy to call Elliot. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Paula Santos. You know, I just had a thought. There's a newspaper article and photo in Joy's office that I want you to be sure to take a look at. They're in a frame on the wall.
Why were they framed?
They're a little piece of park history. The guy in the photo found a bunch of jewels that had been stolen in a heist years ago and stashed away on one of the rides at Captain's Cove. The police said there was a good chance more jewels would turn up.
Has anyone else ever found anything?
Not that I know of, but then there's a lot of dishonest people out there. Somebody else may have found something and just never reported it. Anyway, I called the detective that was in charge of the investigation back then. His name is KJ Paris. He's going to call you. Oops, I gotta run. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
All right. Goodbye, Paula. Guess I'm gonna have to call Tink, whoever he is. This looks a little like the inside of my aunt's player piano. I wonder what goes on this spool. Time to start crawling. This goes to the space underneath the carousel. Wonder what that is. If I don't move, I'm gonna get skewered. There's something up there. Looks like a letter. I can't reach it. Hello?
This is Detective KJ Paris, Captain's Cove Police Department. Paula Santos asked me to call you. Said it concerned that heist out at Captain's quarters 23 years ago.
Yes. Do you by any chance know what happened to the man who pulled off that heist?
He died in prison about a year ago. I never did figure out where he stashed the rest of the loot, although I'm still convinced it's somewhere in that amusement park.
Could he have told somebody else where he stashed it? Like a cellmate or something?
Sure, that's possible. I see what you're getting at. That carousel horse may have been stolen because he told somebody he'd stashed some loot inside it. I'll tell you what, the thief's name was Chaz Dunning. I'll make some calls, try to see if there was somebody he confided in before he died. Somebody who was recently released.
I'm sure Paula will be very appreciative.
Well, as soon as I know something, you'll know something.
Thanks, Detective Paris. It was great talking to you.
Ditto.
If I play this game, I can win a seahorse.
You're about to play Swimmer's Itch. You have 3 fun credits left on your card. Your mission is to get the swimmer to the beach.
Uh-oh, looks like it's out of order. Hello?
Hi, Nancy. KJ Paris. I got some preliminary info on that jewel thief. You know Chaz Dunning?
Great, let's hear it.
Okay. Before he died, he got to be real good buddies with his cellmate at New Jersey State Prison. And his cellmate was paroled less than 2 months ago.
Do you have any idea what he looks like?
Dark hair, medium build, clean-shaven, heavy Jersey accent. Like I said, I'm still in the process of making calls. I just thought I'd let you know what I had so far.
Thanks, Detective. You've been a big help. The ballroom? That's what was converted into the haunted house. So, there was a door to Kessler's workshop by the radiator in what's now the haunted house. What is that noise? Sounds like it's coming from below.
Miss Destructo returns.
I'm really sorry about what happened before.
These things happen. So, I hear you're out to solve the curse of Captain's Cove.
What do you think caused the roller coaster accident?
That was no accident. It was sabotage.
Do you have proof?
Not a lick. Know why? Because I'm pulling your leg, that's why. Come on. What do I know? I'm just an artist. Go ask our naturopathic engineer person.
The way I hear it, the shutdown is a good thing. For you, at least.
You mean because I'm behind in my work? I'd be lying if I said the shutdown wasn't helping me get caught up. Meeting deadlines has never been my forte. But I certainly hope you're not suggesting that I arranged for the park to be shut down by somehow manufacturing this curse thing, because that would be ridiculous.
Ingrid said you have her soldering gun. I need to get it from you, if that's okay.
You bet. Here you go. Been meaning to return it to her, but I've been a little busy.
Great. Thanks. Do you see much of the other people who are working during the shutdown? Like Joy Trent or that security guard, Harlan Bishop?
Nah. Joy Trent, she's like invisible even when she's visible, if you get my drift. And that rent-a-cop, I've got no desire to see anything of him.
Did you two have some kind of run-in?
What, like a fight or something? How could we? He's one of the nicest, friendliest, most helpful guys I've ever met. Totally creeps me out.
I found this strange hidden door in the haunted house. Problem is, it's locked. Do you have any idea what's behind it?
Ask Joy. That nutty professor father of hers always had these little secret projects going in the park, even after he sold his interest. Miss Santos didn't have the heart to boot him out.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks a lot.
Could I have some of these tissue strips?
Be my guest.
I can use this to measure. Would it be okay if I took some tape? It might come in handy.
Help yourself.
Wow, 360 board feet. That's a lot of wood. Wow, a lathe. Mind if I look at this?
No, go right ahead.
A book on carousels. Cool.
Nancy, you're a procrastinator's dream. Know that? Come in. Ask me questions. Ask me lots of questions.
I found this receipt on the floor. Looks like you bought a lot of basswood recently.
I'll take that. Thank you.
I'll let you get back to work.
Keep it real.
There, that looks right.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
I'm afraid I got off on the wrong foot with Elliot. I spilled paint all over something he'd been working on.
Ooh, not good. The guy's already about a month behind in his work.
Any idea why he's so far behind?
He's a procrastinator, doesn't really like to work, so he does whatever he can to avoid it. Puts things off to the last minute. Me, I get stuff done right away. You do too, I'll bet.
Is he in danger of losing his job?
Way I hear it, if he doesn't get caught up like fast, he's gonna be waving bye-bye like soon.
Could you turn the power back on to the card reader outside the roller coaster? It's all fixed. Here's the tag.
You bet. I'll just switch the circuit back on and you'll be all set.
Ingrid said you told her that you were a bouncer before you came to work here. In Trenton, not Flemington.
Right, I was. For a while. I've held almost every guard-type job there is. Lived in a lot of different places too. Trenton, Jersey City, Flemington, Cape May.
I found an old letter in the gear room of the Carousel. It was written by the guy who carved all the horses, Rolf Kessler. Is it okay if I keep it?
Far as I'm concerned, I'll mention it to Miss Santos, see what she says.
I found some kind of electronic device under the carousel. I'm pretty sure someone has been turning the carousel on and off at night by remote control.
Why would somebody want to do that? Whatever you found was probably just some kind of toy that fell out of some kid's pocket.
Kessler used to have a workshop under what's now the haunted house. Have you ever been down there?
I didn't even know there was a down there.
I heard strange noises the last time I was in there. They seem to be coming from below. Have you ever heard anything weird in there?
Everything I hear in there is weird. I mean, it's a haunted house, right?
I'll see you around.
Have fun.
This looks like one of Joy's. Ow! I'm trapped! Uh-oh! To get my foot loose, I need to switch the track somehow. Looks like I have to reconnect these wires. Now I can turn the power on and see if these are properly connected.
Need something?
Do you by any chance know how to read shorthand?
Sorry, sure don't.
Do you ever talk to the other people who are working during the shutdown?
I'm not very good at socializing. I couldn't even tell you what any of them look like, quite frankly. I go to work, I go home. That's pretty much my life.
Someone activated the roller coaster while I was standing on the tracks just now. I barely managed to escape.
Really? Are you sure it was on purpose? Maybe you accidentally tripped a switch or something.
I don't think so. It happened right after I picked up this pencil.
That looks like one of mine. But I didn't leave it there. I mean, just because you found one of my pencils, that hardly proves I'm guilty of something.
Joy, while you were gone, the Nancy Drew entity came in here and snooped.
You were snooping around in here?
Well, I was leaving you a note, to call Elliot.
An analysis of sensory input shows that the Nancy Drew entity entered the immediate area during your absence and exhibited non-random seeking behavior.
All right, I was snooping. And now if you don't mind answering a question for me, what is that?
My father was a frustrated inventor. After he died, I discovered that in his study. In his will, he said he made it just for me. I don't have room in my apartment, so I brought him here. I keep him covered when I know I'm going to have company. As you noticed, he can be kind of a blabbermouth.
The word blabbermouth is without meaning to
Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
Does he do anything else besides blabber?
My father said he invented Miles in order to reacquaint me with my childhood. It always bothered him that I was never as happy-go-lucky as he was. What am I, Miles?
Joy Trent is a party-pooping stick in the mud.
So my father programmed him with a bunch of riddles designed to reconnect me with long-lost memories from my childhood.
What a wonderful gift!
I don't see it that way at all. I don't want to relive my childhood. My mother died when I was 4.
But it's what your father wanted. Shouldn't you at least give it a try?
I should be mad that you were snooping around in here. But the truth is, I think it's neat that you're so gutsy. Especially since I'm so not gutsy. Oh, what the heck. Okay, Miles, let's hear the first riddle.
Here is the first riddle. Listen carefully. To be told a truth long since put away, bring me the silvery remains of a 4-bit day.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I knew it would be a waste of time.
Maybe it'll ring a bell with somebody else. I'll ask around.
Do what you want, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Louis G. Wonder who that is. Best way to find out is to call him. Wonder what's on here. I'll just play it and find out. It looks like Harlan's been spying on Ingrid. I better put this back where I found it. Call LH about results. LH. Lance Huffington, maybe? Wow, that's one expensive watch.
All right, break time.
You sure you don't mind?
Are you kidding? As long as you're here, I have a legitimate reason for not working. I don't mind one iota.
I know you're busy, but I was hoping you could maybe help me solve a riddle. If I asked you for the silvery remains of a 4-bit day, what would you give me?
A riddle? I love riddles. Okay, let's see. Silvery remains has to be something silver that's left over, right? Okay, now, if 2-bit means worth a quarter, 4-bit would mean worth 2 quarters. Quarters. Captain's quarters, maybe?
What about the word day?
Captain's quarters day. Day, spelled D-A-E, as in Sunday. That's it. There's this fantastic sundae you can get only at the hotel. They call it a fun day. It's been their specialty for like centuries. Comes with a souvenir spoon. Silvery, as in spoon, get it?
That must be it. Thank you.
Next riddle, come on. I'm on a roll, baby. I'm in a groove. Bring it on.
I'll let you get back to work.
Keep it real.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
Are you the regular operator?
I'm filling in for my cousin Amber. She took the week off on account of the amusement park being shut down. You don't want an outside line, do you?
Actually, I have a cell phone.
Good, use it. An outside line will cost you an arm and a leg. Besides, I'm not sure how to get you one. So, Miss Oren, what do you want?
That's Drew. Nancy Drew?
Sorry, my cousin's handwriting reeks. So, what do you want, Miss Drew?
I'd like to order a fun day, please.
2,480 calories worth of sheer heaven plus one official fun day souvenir spoon coming right up. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
No prob.
Oh, that was so good.
State Board of Parole, Louis Guerra's office.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, State Board of Parole, Louis Guerra's office.
You mean Mr. Guerra works with people who've just been released from prison?
That's correct. But he's out of the office right now. Would you like to leave a message?
Maybe you can help me. Do you know if he has a client named Harlan Bishop?
Yes, he does. Is Harlan up to something he shouldn't be?
I didn't say that, but when was he paroled, do you know?
You're going to have to wait and ask Mr. Guerra that question. What was the name?
Nancy Drew. My number is 523-555-4399. That's my cell phone. He can call me anytime.
I'll let him know.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hey, Frank, it's Nancy.
Hey, Joe, pick up. Actually, he may not want to talk to you.
Why not?
Because you get to solve a mystery at an amusement park. He's so jealous he could spit.
Hi, this is Joe.
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
I don't want to talk to you.
What did I tell you?
I'm just kidding. Pardon me for a second. I gotta go spit.
Quit fooling around, Joe. She's calling long distance, remember?
Sorry. So what's going on?
Apparently, one of the people who was on the roller coaster when it suddenly stopped is claiming that his neck got injured and has filed a lawsuit.
Well, boys and girls, can you say insurance fraud?
What if someone is making up a false claim? What if that was his plan all along? And what if someone in the park is in on the scheme with him?
That person causes the accident, the guy sues, they split the settlement.
New word, boys and girls. Can you say motive?
Has either of you ever heard of a guy named Rolf Kessler?
Rolf Kessler. The name is kind of familiar. Give me a minute. It'll come to me.
Don't let him fool you, Nance. He's sitting at his computer madly typing Rolf Kessler into a search engine.
Rolf Kessler. Carved carousel horses in the early part of the 20th century. Very eccentric. Said if anyone separated his horses once they were part of a carousel, bad luck would follow.
Let me guess. That's who carved the carousel at Captain's Cove.
Yep, and I found a door in the haunted house that may lead to his old workshop.
What do you mean may lead? You haven't opened it yet?
The door's locked. I need a key.
Whoever's responsible for these carousel hauntings obviously knew something about Kessler. Find that person, and you'll find the key to everything.
I better get going.
See ya, Nance.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Hi, no one can take your call right now except Togo. And since he's forbidden to answer the phone because he gets slobber all over it, I'm afraid you're going to have to leave a message.
Talk to me.
Yes, hi. Is this Lance Huffington?
You betcha. Who's this?
Well, I'm Nancy Drew. I work with Ingrid Corey. I'm kind of her unofficial assistant here at the park. She tells me everything.
Oh, yeah?
She asked me to call you for a status report.
Everything's great. Her plan worked. I'm glad she shared it with me. Life's good. At least it will be when the trial's over and the settlement's in the bank. Whoa, speaking of which, I gotta go. I'm due in court. What'd you say your name was?
Nancy.
Well, Nancy, next time you call me, you could very well be talking to a multi-millionaire. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's Nancy.
Oh, hey, Nancy.
Whoa, you were obviously hoping I was someone else.
Well, kinda.
Is George there too?
Yeah, I'm here. Which is more than I can say for my cousin.
Oh, Nancy, I was hoping you were this guy named Matt. He works at the movie theater in the mall, and he is so cute. And last night he asked me for my phone number.
She's become downright dangerous, Nance. If that phone rings and you happen to be standing between it and Bess, you're toast.
Do you have time to talk? I mean, I don't want to mess up this Matt thing.
Of course we have time to talk. I'm dying to hear what's going on. Besides, if Matt tries to call me and gets a busy signal, that's a good thing. He'll think I'm popular.
Fill us in, Nance, quick, before Bess's logic starts getting really twisted and I get nauseous.
I met the security guard, Harlan Bishop. Nice guy, except when I asked him where he worked before. He seemed kind of evasive.
Is he cute?
Bess, what difference does that make?
Ugly people have chips on their shoulders and are more likely to commit crimes, George. I read that somewhere. Either read it or saw it on Oprah.
He gave me a pass that lets me ride all the rides and play all the games on the Midway. Unfortunately, almost all the rides are closed.
Sounds like he could be trying to butter you up. And we know what that means, don't we, Bess? Suspect list.
I think I might know why somebody stole that horse off the carousel. They were looking for jewels that had been hidden inside it after a hotel robbery.
Hidden jewels? I love it. That's almost as good as buried treasure.
But if they recovered the jewels, why is the carousel still going around by itself?
I'm not sure yet, but the detective who is in charge of investigating the robbery is helping me look into it.
Don't let George discourage you, Nancy. I, for one, think you're on the right track. You can never go wrong when jewelry is involved.
There was a brochure for a sports car in Ingrid's work area, the Pandora 2XS.
That is like the hottest car ever.
One of the most expensive, that's for sure. She must make a ton of money.
Either that or she's about to come into a ton of money.
The engine oil thickens.
I need you guys to do something for me. I found some stenography notes that I'd really like to translate, only I don't know shorthand.
Say no more. We'll do some research and get right back to you.
We will? I barely know how to spell stenography, let alone research it.
We'll call you when we're through. We can do this, Bess.
What is with all this we stuff?
I finally met the park's art director, Elliot Chen. We kind of got off on the wrong foot, but he's real friendly to me now.
But is he too friendly? That's the question.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to deflect suspicion by making nice.
Actually, I think he's using me as an excuse not to work. Apparently, he likes to put things off and is way behind schedule. Of course, now that the park is shut down,
he can catch up.
Which means maybe he had something to do with the accident that shut it down.
Which means we've got 2 words for him, don't we, Bess? Suspect list.
I almost got creamed by the roller coaster when I was on the tracks looking around, and I don't think it was an accident.
Someone tried to kill you? Ouch.
I found one of Joy's chewed-up pencils just before it happened, but she says she doesn't know how it got there.
Just from now on, stay away from that coaster, Nan. Stick to the carousel. Man, I never thought I'd hear myself say that.
I found a very odd-looking device under the carousel. I'm willing to bet that it's the reason the carousel seems to be turning on and off by itself.
So whoever put it there must know a lot about electronics.
Like that chief engineer person, maybe?
She'd be my next stop.
I found out that the man who may have hidden jewels in that stolen carousel horse died in prison, but his cellmate, who apparently looks a lot like Harlan Bishop, was recently released.
Harlan just started working there, right?
And he doesn't like to talk about where he worked before, right?
And he's been in prison. I saw the number for his parole officer while I was snooping around in his office.
Oh my gosh, he could be your guy. What are you going to do now?
I'm waiting to hear from his parole officer to verify that he is the guy. I'm debating whether to call Paula Santos in the meantime.
I think you should, Nan.
If you don't call her and you pull something else, she could be a little ticked.
Catch you guys later.
Keep in touch.
Keep up the good work.
Paula Santos.
Hi, Paula.
Nancy, what's going on?
What can you tell me about the people working at the park during the shutdown?
I frankly don't know any of my employees that well. I'm a very hands-off kind of boss. I believe in hiring the best, then stepping aside and letting them do their best.
Can you tell me anything about any of them?
Well, let's see. Ingrid Corey is extremely competent and has no problems managing the maintenance staff. Although...
She seems to have some pretty expensive tastes.
Exactly, but to each his or her own. So, where was I? There's Harlan Bishop, very conscientious. Elliot Chen, very talented, but a very slow worker. And Joy Trent, Joy is hard to describe.
She doesn't seem to have a lot of self-confidence.
She's the exact opposite of her father. I've yet to meet a man who was as terrific with people and as horrible with money as Darrell Trent was. He stayed afloat for 30 years on sheer charisma, I swear.
Did he have any other children?
Joy is an only child. Darrell worried about her constantly, always said she didn't laugh enough. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, he pretty much stopped laughing too. His bad investments caught up with him. He sold everything he could, but still wound up drowning in debt. Till one day in bankruptcy court, he just keeled over and died of a heart attack.
How did Joy take it?
I really couldn't tell you. She has never said one word to me about her father, ever.
There's this locked door in the haunted house that I'd really like to open. Would you by any chance know where the key is?
I have no idea. You really shouldn't go in there unless it's absolutely necessary. Parts of that building are very old, almost rickety. You need to be very careful.
Is it true that Captain's Cove is being sued by someone who got hurt in the roller coaster accident?
The part about being sued is true, but I don't think the guy got hurt. I think he's just saying that so he can try to squeeze money out of our insurance company.
When will the insurance company be sending someone out to investigate the roller coaster accident?
Every time I call, I get the same thing. Someone will be out soon. Which is why I'd really like you to take a look, Nancy. No telling when they'll get around to it.
I understand Joy's father used to come and go as he pleased even after he sold you his interest in Captain's Cove.
I didn't see any harm. He loved to putter, especially in the haunted house. Wonderful imagination, but when it came to dealing with reality, barely knew where to begin.
I'm afraid I've discovered something kind of disturbing about Harlan.
What, that he's an ex-con? I know.
How long have you known?
It was the first thing out of his mouth when he applied for the job. He said being an outstanding security guard would prove to everyone once and for all that he's gone straight.
I also found out that he used a security camera to get the code to Ingrid's work area, and he fits the description of the jewel thief's cellmate that Detective Paris gave me.
Oh, now that's disturbing. But I'm still going to give Harlan the benefit of the doubt until I have good reason not to. I appreciate your bringing this to my attention, though.
Do you know who Tink is?
Sure. Tink Obermeyer operates the Carousel. Real protective of it. When it was vandalized, it almost broke his heart. Loves the band organ, too. Right now, he's up in Canada fishing.
I found some notes that were written in shorthand. Would you happen to know any stenographers?
No. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever even met a stenographer. Now that we're in the computer age, stenography has pretty much become extinct.
I'll be in touch.
Call me anytime.
Hello?
This is Luis Guerra with the State Board of Parole. I understand you have some questions concerning Harlan Bishop.
Right. Hi. Yes, for starters, could you tell me what prison he was in?
He served 30 months in Bayside State Prison for check kiting and forgery. He was paroled 5 weeks ago.
Was he ever at New Jersey State Prison?
No, ma'am.
Did he ever have a cellmate named Chaz Dunning?
No, ma'am. As far as I know, Harlan is a security guard at Captain's Cove Amusement Park. Now, do all these questions mean you know something about him that I don't?
Actually, maybe I do.
Oh? What?
You failed to mention that he's one of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet.
Very true. Well, I hope I've been of some assistance.
Oh, you have. You've been a big help. Thank you.
Good day then.
Bye.
Any luck?
I'm pretty sure Miles wants us to bring him the souvenir spoon you get when you order a Fun Day Sunday at the captain's quarters. I have one right here.
Give it to Miles and see what happens.
Lay it on me. The scan is complete. The object is correct. Your mother used to take you for a Sunday at the captain's quarters almost every week. Do you remember, Joy?
The captain's quarters fun day. I do remember that. I was so small, I always had to sit on my mother's lap to eat it. I wish I could remember what she looked like.
Miles, in the riddle, you said something about telling a truth long since put away.
You were very little when your mother died, Joy. Your grief came out as anger. Before your father could stop you, you destroyed every picture of your mother that he had.
I did that? No, my father told me he had gotten rid of them. He always said some things are better left forgotten. Oh my gosh, I'm the reason I have nothing to remember her by.
You've probably forgotten everything about that time in your life because it was just too painful to remember.
The older your father got, Joy, the more he realized that life is nothing but memories. He realized that even bad memories have a place in a good life. That is why he invented
Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine!
Here is the second riddle. This one is written down. Please remove it.
It's just a blank piece of paper.
You and your mother used to love to play this game, Joy.
Once again, I have no idea what he's talking about.
You know, some of the things your father wants you to remember may be pretty painful. Are you sure you want to go on?
If you still want to help me, please, Nancy, keep going. I feel like a door somewhere is starting to creak open. I'm kind of scared to open it, but I also kind of know I have to.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
I'll be right here.
Hello, Nancy. Still on the case, I see.
How well do you know Elliot Chen?
Not very. But I've noticed he has a very strange aura. Very dark around the edges. Odd for an artist, but then it's nowhere near as dark as Joy's. Her aura's a mess.
Why do you think that is?
She's hiding something. And she's hiding from something. Something very big and very dark. Plus, she eats way too many carbs. To say nothing of pencils.
I found something underneath the carousel that looks like it might be a remote control device.
Oh, I'd like to see it. Interesting. I looked under there. Wonder how I missed it. May I have this?
Actually, I'd kind of like to keep it.
Suit yourself.
Did you know that the man who carved the carousel horses had a workshop under what's now the haunted house?
How appropriate, considering Kessler's belief in the supernatural and all.
I heard some strange sounds the last time I was in there. They seem to be coming from below.
That's odd. I've been doing a lot of work in there lately and I haven't heard any strange noises. So either your ears are better than mine, or your imagination is.
I discovered a hidden door in the haunted house.
Is that right?
I was hoping you might know what's behind it.
It's obvious you don't put much stock in curses, but a word to the wise, there really do exist some doors that no one should open. I'd be very careful if I were you.
I got your soldering gun from Elliot and fixed that card reader. Does he borrow your tools a lot?
Very rarely. He's not exactly a mechanical genius.
I understand that you know the man who got hurt in that roller coaster accident, Lance Huffington?
I've talked to him. I don't really know him.
How did you meet him?
Look, what are you getting at?
You and he could be partners. He gets on the roller coaster, you shut off the power, the coaster stops suddenly, he cries whiplash and sues the park, you share the settlement.
Interesting theory. Unfortunately, it's totally wrong. I called him to tell him to rub his neck 3 times a day with witch hazel and lavender. If his neck is really injured, that will cure it. Why are you so eager to accuse me of something?
Are you really going to tell me that you can afford a $20,000 gold watch on the salary you earn working here at the park?
All right. I have been making money on the side, but it's not what you think. I've been helping someone design a roller coaster. I even let him borrow the blueprints for our coaster so he could study them, not steal them. I kept it secret because it could be construed as conflict of interest. This guy knows I'm taking a risk, so he pays me very well. Now, your turn. It's obvious that you've been nosing around in here. How did you get in?
Someone made a tape of you entering your security code into the keypad outside, which I just happened to see.
Harlan. I knew it bugged him that this place was off limits, but spying on me? That guy's got a real problem. As for you, I'd appreciate it if you would kindly remove your nice and deficient little self from my office. I have work to do.
Hello?
Hi, Nance. We found some stuff on stenography.
Oh, so now it's we, huh?
Okay, George found most of it, surprise, surprise, but I helped.
Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
So go back to the hotel and check your laptop. We emailed a little tutorial to you.
But you gotta promise to let us know what the note you translate says.
I promise. Thanks again, you guys. The first 8 notes of your favorite band organ tune, plus 1 mouth organ, plus 1 smidgen of talent equals 1 happy Miles. The name of the carousel horse is Glory.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
I'd like to order the hamburger platter with milk instead of a soft drink.
One hamburger platter with moo juice. It'll be there in a few. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Any luck?
There was a message written in lemon juice on that piece of paper Miles gave us. We're to play the first 8 notes of your favorite band organ tune on a mouth organ for Miles.
My favorite band organ tune? I don't even know what a band organ is. Or a mouth organ either, for that matter.
I think a mouth organ is a harmonica.
Correct. The music you hear when you ride the Captain's Cove Carousel comes from the band organ that sits inside the rider platform. You used to play the harmonica for your mother all the time, Joy. Your favorite tune was the one you heard on the carousel?
It couldn't have been. I never rode the carousel. I always thought it was stupid. I thought all the rides in the park were stupid.
If you can't remember anything, this is going to be impossible.
I have been programmed to give you one hint. The tune is on the 3rd roll. You will have to think about this one. End of hint.
It's all yours, Detective. As usual, I'm stumped.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
I really appreciate your help.
Yeah, this is Tink.
Yes, hello. My name is Nancy Drew.
Never heard of you.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to help Ms. Santos figure out what caused the roller coaster accident that shut down Captain's Cove.
So why are you calling me? I run the carousel. I don't know from coasters.
Well, to make a long story short, I need to find out the name of the band organ song that's on the 3rd roll.
What for?
That's between me and Ms. Santos, I'm afraid.
How do I know you even know Miss Santos?
Okay, to get your number, I had to get the band organ open, right? And to get the band organ open, I had to have an access card. And to get an access card...
You'd have to know Ms. Santos. Yeah, I get your point. Problem is, I got no idea what song's on the 3rd roll. Only way you're gonna find out is to play it.
Where is the 3rd roll?
It's in the cabinet in the gear room.
Are all the rolls of music in the cabinet?
That's right. 18, 9, 39. That's a combination. Oh, and one more thing. You're going to have a problem when you go to load the roll on account of... Holy moly! I either snagged a greyhound bus or the biggest fish in the Chapleau River is right here in the end of my line. I'm sorry, hon. I gotta go.
Let's see. Miles said the song is on the third roll. This must be it. The take-up dowel is broken.
Hey, Nance, what's going on?
I need to make a dowel to replace this broken one from the band organ. Would it be all right if I used your equipment? I won't make a mess, I promise.
Sure. Got a lathe, wooden rods, safety goggles? Knock yourself out. I gotta go run an errand, though, so try not to cut off any appendages until I get back.
That's a Poppy Dada. If Elliot wrote this guy's number down, maybe I should too. Those look like horse tails. It's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye. That looks perfect. Better leave these goggles here. I need to put the tissue strips on first.
Will Nancy Drew please report immediately to the security office? And by immediately, I mean don't even think about doing anything else.
I just got off the phone with Miss Santos. Where do you get off telling her I'm some kind of jewel-thieving peeping Tom?
I'm sorry, but I thought she had a right to know what I know.
You don't know zip. I had nothing to do with the theft of that carousel horse. Just because I did time doesn't mean I'm guilty of every crime that comes down the pike, you know?
It's just that when I found out you'd been spying on some of your co-workers...
I wasn't spying on them. I really think that to do my job right, I should be able to go anywhere in the park. You know, in case of emergencies. Okay, so maybe I'm trying a little too hard. Maybe people's entry codes should be off limits. It's just that this job means everything to me. I don't want to screw it up.
I guess I was a little overzealous, too. I'm really sorry. I'll see you around.
Will Nancy Drew please report to the security office?
I stepped out for a second, and when I came back, somebody'd left this envelope on my desk. Looks like it's for you. Got your name on it anyway.
There's nothing inside but a key. Maybe it opens that door in the haunted house.
Here, let me toss that envelope for you. I want to apologize for jumping all over you like that before. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that I would have done just what you did. No hard feelings?
No hard feelings. Maybe these stairs go down to Kessler's workshop. What was that?
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
Here's your pliers. I found them in the haunted house behind that hidden door, which led to a booby trap.
I told you mine were missing. Maybe somebody found them and left them by that door on purpose, I don't know. But they prove nothing, I do know that.
Any advice on how to go about fixing the Midway game that's broken?
It needs to be reprogrammed. Open up the back. Should be some instructions on the clipboard. Check that handbook I gave you if they're too cryptic for you. But you'll also need the plug-in keyboard. And unfortunately, I have no idea where it is. One of my guys probably left it in the park somewhere.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal.
The keyboard is missing.
Let's play Barnacle Blast. You have 2 fun credits left on your card. Now blast all those nasty barnacles off the ship. Ha-ha! Ahoy, matey! Welcome to the squid toss. After this, you'll just have 1 fun credit left on your card. Catapult the squid through the hoop. How about a game of squid toss? Uh-oh, you are using your last fun credit, so I'm keeping your card. But that's no problem, just get a new one. Catapult the squid through the hoop.
Any luck?
I think we're all set. I know the tune, and I've got a harmonica.
Play it for Miles and see what happens.
My oral sensors are ready. Suck it to me. Hooray!
I remember that song. I did ride the carousel. Over and over and over, always the same horse, always the same black horse.
You loved the carousel, and you loved one horse in particular. It was not the lead horse, and it was not spectacular, but you loved it, Joy. What was its name?
I can't remember.
Do you know the name?
Of course I do. I am
Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine.
However, I am not programmed to continue unless and until you remember the name of that horse. You loved it so much that your mother bought it for you.
She was the one who bought the horse off the carousel? Then I know the name. Glory.
Glory. That's right. Glory. My mother gave him to me for my birthday. My 4th birthday. She died in a car accident that very night.
Your mother was the one who bought that horse. I wonder what happened to it.
I hated the park after my mother died. I hated the carousel, and I hated that horse. I blamed it for what happened to my mother. I had my father destroy it.
But your father did not destroy it. Instead, he stored it. He hoped that someday, with the help of
Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine,
you would come to terms with your past. And because that is what you are doing, here is the 3rd and final riddle. Ask Tink for the book you and I used to read about Kessler and Amelia So Kind. Give her nickname a spin on spook number 10. Then the brass prize arrange on its forearm so strange. And something long lost and cherished you'll find.
We're in the home stretch. What do you say we do the rest of this together?
No. Nancy, I did something terrible. I turned the power off to the roller coaster and caused the accident that shut down the park. I blamed Miss Santos for my father's death, just like I blamed that horse for what happened to my mother. I feel horrible. Keep going without me, Nancy. I have to go see Miss Santos and apologize.
This is Tink.
Hi, it's Nancy Drew. Did you land that fish?
I don't want to talk about it. That answer your question?
According to the late Daryl Trent, you have a book about Rolf Kessler and his wife.
Not anymore, I don't.
You don't have it?
Daryl Trent was kind of an oddball, you know what I mean? So when he gave me the book, I said I'd hang on to it just to humor. As soon as he died, I pitched it.
Did you ever read the book yourself?
Nah, not really. I just kind of glanced through it.
maybe you can help me. Kessler apparently had a special name for Amelia.
Who's Amelia?
Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
I'm curious, who do you think stole that horse off the carousel?
Kids. Staring at each other, doing stupid kid stuff. Or maybe somebody just liked the way old Nightshade looked and wanted him for himself. I don't know.
Nightshade?
That was its name, Nightshade. Kessler gave all of his horses names, painted them on their bridles.
Have fun fishing.
Always do.
Captain's Cove Police Station.
Detective Paris, please.
Hang on.
Hi, Nancy. Nothing new at this end. What have you got?
How much do you know about Daryl Trent? You know, the guy who used to be the co-owner of Captain's Cove, Paula's former business partner?
I met him a couple of times. Real friendly guy. Young at heart. More of a kid than most kids. I kind of think that's what killed him, you know. His body just got too old for his soul.
Were any of his business ventures illegal, as far as you know?
Well, not illegal, just extremely ill-advised. No crime in that, though.
Thanks, Detective. You've been a big help.
Hey, say hi to Paula for me.
Hello?
Hey, Joe, it's Nancy.
Frank, phone. It's Nancy. How's it going?
Well, I haven't solved the case yet.
Great. No, what a shame.
Hi, Nancy. What's up?
Someone made a very serious attempt to drop something very heavy on me while I was in the haunted house a little bit ago.
What happened?
An alleged friend left me a key that opened that door I told you about. Behind it were some stairs, and at the end of the stairs, there was nothing.
Except a booby trap.
Right.
You don't know who gave you the key?
Somebody left it for me in Harlan's office. He didn't see who it was.
Or so he says.
Somebody has obviously caught on to the fact that you know your stuff, Nancy. So be careful.
I better get going.
See ya, Nance.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's only me.
Oh, hi, Nance.
Listen to you. You're probably making Nancy feel terrible. Maybe I should answer the phone from now on.
You wouldn't dare.
It's okay, guys. I understand.
I'm sorry, Nancy. As you may have guessed, Matt hasn't called yet, and he is just
so cute.
Anyway, what's up?
I showed Ingrid the device I found under the carousel.
So what'd she say?
She didn't recognize it, but she did want to keep it. I wouldn't let her.
We've said it before, and we'll say it again. Suspect list.
It turns out Joy was responsible for causing that accident that shut down the park.
How do you know?
She confessed. Her father was right. Dredging up all those memories was good for her. She's apologizing to Paula even as we speak.
What about the carousel? Was she responsible for all that haunting stuff, too?
It seems highly unlikely, although I can't really rule her out completely.
At least you don't have to worry about the roller coaster anymore.
Yeah, now you can really check out the rest of the park.
You're making progress, Nan. Just hang in there.
Turns out Ingrid was calling Lance Huffington to share a remedy for neck pain with him.
Or so she says.
She's also been making money on the side by helping someone design a roller coaster.
Or so she says.
I agree with Bess. Don't go erasing her from your suspect list just yet, Nan.
Thanks to that info and stenography you guys sent me, I was able to figure out the name of the carousel horse that Joy's mother bought her.
Joy's mother bought her a carousel horse?
That's what was in the note I found. It was a memo about the sale.
The horse had a name?
Kessler liked to name the horses he carved. This one's name was Glory.
What happened to it?
I have the feeling I'll find out when I solve the final riddle Miles gave us.
My mother never bought me a carousel horse.
A secret someone left a key for me that unlocked a door in the haunted house. I was hoping it would lead to Kessler's old workshop. Instead, it led to a booby trap.
Someone purposefully lured you into a trap?
You must be getting close to something, Nan.
I found a pair of Ingrid's pliers behind the door. When I asked her about them, Ingrid suggested that someone was trying to frame her.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
Catch you guys later.
We'll be right here.
Toodles.
This is Paula Santos. I'm afraid I can't take your call right now, but if you leave your name and number, I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hi, Paula, it's Nancy. Listen, it turns out that Harlan was in a totally different prison than the jewel thief. I was wrong about him. I'm sorry if I upset you. I'll be in touch.
Zukov?
My name is Nancy Drew. I saw the article you wrote about Rolf Kessler in the Collector's Hot Sheet magazine.
That was several months back, but go on.
Well, seeing as you're pretty much an expert on Kessler as well as carousels, I was hoping you could answer a question for me.
I'd be delighted.
Would you happen to know the nickname Rolf Kessler gave his wife, Amelia?
Of course I do. At least, I thought I did. It was an Austrian term of endearment, rather common. Oh, come on, Anton, think. Spazi. That was it. Spazi. S-P-A-T-Z-I. He always called her Spazi.
Did you by any chance hear about the horse that was stolen off the carousel at Captain's Cove Amusement Park in New Jersey? It was one of the carousels that Kessler carved.
Yes, I did, and I thought, how odd. Because, you see, I'd gotten a call from someone about a month prior to that asking me how much I thought one of those horses would be worth.
Really? Do you have any idea who it was that called?
None whatsoever. He never gave me his name, nor did he say where he was calling from. The thought that I may have actually encouraged someone to mutilate a work of art. Oh.
How much would a horse from a Kessler carousel be worth?
Depending on its condition, whether it's an inside horse or an outside horse, whether it's the lead horse, anywhere from $80,000 to well over $100,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is. But Kessler carved horses for only 5 carousels in his lifetime. So not only is each horse exquisitely beautiful, but it's very rare, especially if it's the lead horse.
The lead horse?
The outside horse, just behind the chariot, the place where you can sit instead of ride. It's traditionally the most ornately carved horse on the carousel, hence the most valuable.
Did you hear about how the carousel at Captain's Cove is now allegedly haunted because one of the horses was stolen?
Yes, what a wonderfully romantic piece of nonsense.
Are any of Kessler's other carousels thought to be haunted?
No, the one at Captain's Cove is a first. But I think I know what's going on. Someone wants publicity. Whoever stole the horse wants people to know that it's gone so that when he or she goes to sell it, there will be a whole slew of eager buyers.
But we're talking about stolen property. Are you saying people would willingly buy something they know was stolen?
We're talking about the black market, my dear. Great works of art get stolen by thieves and bought by less than scrupulous collectors all the time.
If someone did steal that horse off the carousel in order to make money off of it, what would be his or her next move? How would they go about selling it?
Well, the thief would probably get a middleman to set up a bidding war between several buyers in order to get the highest price. The internet comes in very handy in such matters.
Thanks for all the info.
Always happy to share my mental wealth.
Looks like Spook 10 is missing an arm. It's been red tagged.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
There's a dummy in the haunted house that's been red tagged. It's missing an arm. Any chance it'll be up and running again in the near future?
Got the arm right here. Just needed a battery. That's one of the dummies Joy Trent's father created. Probably why the circuitry is so bizarre. It works though, so just reattach it. You'll need pliers. Oh, and don't forget to take the red tag back to Spy Master Bishop.
Thanks for your help.
Remember, niacin.
That looks tight enough. I need to take this red tag back to Harlan.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Could you please turn the juice back on to the dummy in the haunted house that Ingrid was fixing? Here's the tag.
You've really got the system down, don't you? I'll just flip the switch and you'll be good to go.
I'll see you around.
Knock 'em dead.
That must be Glory. These stairs sure don't feel very safe. Oh my gosh, these must be jewels from that jewel heist. I should probably take these with me. A letter. Joy's father must have left it for her. My dearest Joy, I hope Miles and his riddles have helped you remember how much you adored this horse and how dearly you loved the woman who gave it to you. I found this picture of her years ago, but I didn't want to give it to you until I knew you were ready. She loved you more than anything, Joy. We both did. Dad. P.S. If you want to see where Glory was carved, look for Kessler's symbol on the wall. I could never spend a lot of time in there. Very strange vibes. That must be Joy's mother. She was beautiful. So this was Kessler's workshop. I'll bet that's the carousel horse that was stolen. Somebody's been making reproductions, or should I say forgeries.
Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. What have you done?
It's what you've done. You stole the horse, you fabricated the whole haunted carousel thing to increase its value, and now you're making not just one forgery, but several.
You think?
You let everyone believe you were just a hopeless procrastinator. But this is the real reason you're behind in your work, isn't it?
Right on all counts. Unfortunately, you're not going to get to tell anyone else. Ever.
No, wait. Look what I have. They're diamonds. Real diamonds. Someone stole them 23 years ago and stashed them in the park.
Well, well, little icing on the cake.
That's right. You want them? Here.
Ouch. Hey.
I've got to get out of here. I'm trapped. I've got to get out of here.
I've got you, Nancy. You're cornered. You might as well give up.
Soon as I get out of here, I'm going to call the police, Elliot. So don't bother making plans for tonight. Or the next 10 years. Dear Ned, after trapping Elliot, I managed to pry the exit open and had Harlan call the police. Elliot admitted to stealing the carousel horse and planning the remote control device. He knew that publicity from the hauntings would increase the value of his forgeries. Needless to say, he's gone back to not liking me. Harlan, on the other hand, adores me now. because not only did he share the credit for busting Elliot, but his sudden fame brought him 3 job offers. He's staying on at Captain's Cove out of loyalty to Paula, but he's happy knowing that being an ex-con will probably never be an issue for him again. As for Ingrid, she promptly attributed Elliot's bad behavior to a deficiency in some mineral I couldn't pronounce. And Joy, when I gave her the picture of her mother, she started smiling and has yet to stop. Inventing Miles was the best thing her late father could have done for her. In fact, when I went to the park to say goodbye just now, she wasn't in her office. She was riding the carousel. Ever yours, Nancy.
You have reached 555-4468. I can't come to the phone right now, so please leave a message.
Hi, Bess. Hi, George. Well, thanks to you guys, I'm leaving here and flying directly to the Pacific Northwest for some much-needed R&R. George, I just got off the phone with that marine biologist friend of yours. She insisted I stay with her, and she even said she'd take me whale watching on the tour boat she owns. Anyway, thanks for arranging this little vacation, you two. 1 whole week of peace, quiet, and sitting around doing nothing. This is gonna be awesome. Bye.